Screw grassroots Republicans. My job is to make sure musical chairs party insiders win at any cost. I like rigging primary elections the most.
On paper, you are an asset to the Republican Party. I mean, my mind is blown right now. And I say that, I would think that they'd be putting you on a platter.
Today, the Ohio Supreme Court dismissed a Republican candidate for governor's lawsuit against Secretary of State Frank LaRose. Heather Hill is now disqualified from the May primary election after her running mate, Stuart Moats, withdrew from Hill's campaign. On Facebook today, Hill said she asked LaRose not to accept Moats' resignation, but LaRose refused. She says, quote, Moats made a promise to the voters of Ohio, our campaign team, and Heather Hill. For no apparent reason, Moats backed out on that promise.
Howdy ho, Ohio. Hey, today's a good day. I'm standing outside the Secretary of State's office building, and I have with me the official letter of resignation, which officially ends Heather Hill's bid for governor. And the crazy thing, I didn't know she could sing so well, but you know what lady has just sung today?
I called Stuart immediately when I read what he had said. He answered the phone and I never got a word out of my mouth. He said, tell that N-word bitch, and that stuck in my brain. I'm sure you understand why that was tattooed in my brain. He went on for probably another 15 to 20 seconds with some rather rude remarks, and we'll leave those at that. But let's make sure we've got the facts straight, folks.
I'm agreeing with what you're saying. I can't believe you're down. I'm laughing because, I mean, you've got a great resume and a great background.
Yes, and you know why I'm down is because they have fought so hard to keep my voice silent.
Why are they doing that? Why do you think that? Why
I don't know. I have no clue. I have no clue because, you know, if you look at my background, I have worked on the Kasich presidential campaign. I've worked alongside Donald Trump, Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know, all of these people that
everything was fine until you brought up Kasich, but go ahead.
You know, when we know better, we do better, right? But
loser,
yes,
not a fan.
I agree. I am not either at this time. But at that time, I was all drinking the Kasich Kool-Aid, you know, so it makes no sense to me either. And when I find out, you will be the second to know, because it blows my mind. Because, you know, I've worked on all of these campaigns. I've been active. Me and my family, you know, we've spent thousands of dollars, hours of our own time and money, and, you know, and for them to react when I want to step into the light and run for something, it was just mind-blowing. So I'm not sure what the reason is, but we'll find out, I guess.
Nomination, we're now told tonight, according to the Ohio Secretary of State, no votes for Heather Hill will be counted in this election. That is because her running mate, Stuart Moats, this is who Heather Hill selected to join her on the ballot to potentially be her lieutenant governor. Well, according to the Secretary of State's office, he withdrew his candidacy today. So the Secretary of State's office saying in a tweet, because he withdrew his candidacy, any votes for Heather Hill will not be counted. This means she no longer qualifies to receive votes for the office of governor. Now, Heather Hill's campaign, we reached out to her. She says that Moats did this intentionally to keep her from winning the primary.
The enemy whispers lies to blind me, but the truth of God will light my way.
I like rigging primary elections the most.